For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up...
A balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. They go right back to ETN. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down. That's caught at the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Hey, check that.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Hey, run!
Lawrence throwing here. Cut out left. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Easy, read it, put it. Red.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. 4 yards there, but just can't get him in. It's 4th and goal from the 1.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
ETN. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast.
13 loop.
Lawrence working from the gun. ETN on the catch. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Finding Collins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. There's a give up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10 now. Completed to Collins. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey. Take right open. 11. There we go.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Hey, go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds. Get the 1st down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Lisa 24. 11, Agate.
And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
All right, let's go. Silver.
No one around. He's got space. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. One quarter down in this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now a give running right. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Red.
They'll try it left with ETN. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go. Go, let's go. Sink right.
Lawrence to throw it. On the move, headed right. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
There's no question that offensively you're disappointed when you're in these goal to go and you go backwards. But this is one of those situations, Kate, where I got to give a tremendous amount of credit to that defense. That surge, that want to, that leverage to not just stop them at the point of attack, but knock them 2 yards backwards.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. On play action, here's Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. Hey, kill. Here we go, sir.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Let's go, 52.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Great job. Easy. Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke. 11, Agate. Silver.
Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it's going to be Texans football. They'll run here on 1st down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 31. Finds him on the crossing route. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Here's Stroud now. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Try and get it into Nico Collins. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Hits his running back. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Under.
They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line.
Stop. Speed left. Not to the right. Not to the right.
Going ground game again here. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown. The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey. Big 13 heavy.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Hey, go. Silver.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. He'll get this to Etienne. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, Lion. Take right open.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
Red.
Lawrence trying again on second. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Rip, 23.
They bring Thomas in motion. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Simple dive up the middle. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Now it's Stroud. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go into locker rooms now, all tied up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. 30. 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set. First and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. It's hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go.
Lawrence throwing here. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Hey, run. Hey, smash. Silver.
Throw on third down. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hey, kill.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
On red. Easy. Read up 24. Read up 54. Heavy. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Launches one deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. So it'll be second down.
Great job. Hey.
Lawrence working from the gun. That's taken in by Etienne. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Okay, ready?
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey, go. 11, Silver.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Easy. Lisa 24. Go.
He'll throw it. He lets one fly deep downfield. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Texans have the football as he reports his 12th INT of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Completed to his running back. Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Stroud throwing here on first. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, the shot was there. He hauled it in, but the officials say no. Didn't get both feet in bounds. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. Look the high. Hey, no more.
Back to throw. Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Working quickly here. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
South. Oh, hey.
He'll throw it yet again. This one's caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Look the high.
Throwing ground on first and goal. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Looking to throw, Stroud. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go. Red.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
30 left. Red, 23. Hey, kill.
Slot man motioned over. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the third. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No. On the quick, right?
On play action, here's Stroud. Caught on the comeback route. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Finding Collins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
South. Mikey Texas. Under.
Second and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tony. Look at high.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Hey, south.
Back to throw it. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Red on red. Big 13 heavy.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Now it's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Oh. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
How was that? Why Tony? Look to high.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Working quickly here. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Oh, ready? Robbie. Buggy.
To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense up to the line fast. From the 22 on 2nd down. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hey, south. Why Tony?
Here's Stroud now. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, run.
They've got a man in motion.
Here we go, son.
First down throw. Lawrence. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Texans get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here we go. Look the hot.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Stroud throwing here on first. That one's complete over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Stroud. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to the well again. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. They give it to him again. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Give him 5 yards on 2nd and goal. They're going to be 5 yards out on 3rd.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On red.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
13, Luke.
Trying again following the sack. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Agate. Hey, I'm gun. Hey. 13, Lou.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence buys time, rolling right. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Receiver in motion, going left. From the 47. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Ready up. Gun. 11, Agate.
Another try following the sack. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Hey, lie.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Lawrence working from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
23. 30 left. Go. 11. Silver.
Lawrence looking to throw. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Sink right. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
All right.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers